Welcome everyone to my very first episode of growing a $100 account, and this is going to be a 24 episode series whereby I post an episode every Sunday. So this will obviously be for 6 months, so it's going to take 6 months whereby I'm going to be growing a $100 account. And also, what I want to be doing as well is I'm going to be adding $100 every single month end. So it's also going to be growing in that sense because have, I do believe in the fact that in order for it to grow, you need to, if it's a small account, $100 is a small account. So if you want an account to grow while you're trading, you want to be adding, depositing more and more money so that you can, although the percentages will still be the same, if you're making 2%, at least then it's going to be a considerably larger amount, than if maybe you're getting $2 a month from $100 US account. So the next month it's going to be $200 account and $300. So far what I've done is I've already deposited 141 US dollars, which at the time that I did it was 2,100 rands and South African rands, yes. And so now, so the reason why I did it that way is because for the first few trades, because I'm still a bit rusty, I've been working for 4 months now permanently and I haven't been trading much. So, and also you must understand that, sorry for that, my phone's low. So you must understand that I understand there's going to be a bit of an issue in the beginning because I have to work around the times that I'm going to be able to trade, while I'm at work. Am I going to be able to check on my phone every now and then to look for opportunities, lunchtime, after work? What sort of opportunities will I be finding then? So it's going to be, a learning curve, so this first month, in fact, let's just say the first month will be me understanding how it is to trade while I'm permanently employed. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun, and many people will be able to relate, I feel. So that's why I thought this would be a great video. I think this is the kind of video that I myself would have wanted right now. So I can't find much videos like this. So I'm gonna take you through my own journey of me figuring it out and also hopefully helping you guys in the process. I'm gonna be analyzing the market every Sunday and posting as well as my progress on the account, and also showing you on my the trades that I did take, the results, and the kind of losses that I took, my lot sizes, and all of that. So yeah, let's not waste too much time. Let's go ahead and jump into the markets. Let me give you guys already what the trades that I took. I was only able to take 2 trades this past week. So I'm going to show you those trades, why I took them. Then I'm going to clear out the charts, and then we're going to analyze refresh analysis today for the coming week. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right in. Okay, so here we are now. I'm going to show you the trades that I took and what happened. So I'm going to make sure on the corner of the screen at least I put up the screenshots of the 2 trades I took this week. I took one on the 1st and the other was on the 2nd. So yeah, the first one was an NZDUSD trade, and I'm just gonna show you why I took the trade and what happened. So basically I've already marked it out. So I had a buy and yeah, I got stopped out, so I believe there was a stop hunt here, although this was a marked out support that I had on my trading view. But unfortunately, by the time I was taking the trades and all, I was at work and I had to rely on my phone, which I don't mark out as well as I can on my trading view on my laptop. So that's a disadvantage. So that's one thing you guys might want to consider when you're trading part-time. Yeah, let's call it part-time trading, because you can't focus full-time on the market, so it sucks. So yeah, What's going on? Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to show you why I took the trade, the buy, first of all. So let me just go ahead and go to the day, and as you can see, we are in a channel. We are in an uptrend, and over here, which is where I had marked out the support, which we saw just now, you can see that that would have been a very good place to put my stop losses below. But yeah, you know, these things always happen. You're always gonna find yourself getting stopped out of really good trades that you've seen and anticipated, and it's like, fuck, you know, and it's gonna happen. So it's normal. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts at first, and then you get used to it. So it's something that I knew would happen anyway. You know, it's sometimes it's really unavoidable, and anyway, that's how they do it. That's how it's supposed to happen. You know, the big boys have to make sure they do things like this to take your money as a retail trader. So anyway, it's fine. As you can see on the day here, we've got our we close with a bullish engulfing candlestick, which is a really good sign that we're gonna be shooting up this coming week. We're gonna be buying for sure. So I'm gonna drop down to lower time frames to show you guys how you can sort of get how to find opportunities and how you're gonna want to get in on this. But obviously, if you're trading long term, this would be fine as soon as the markets open later tonight, or you know, at 12 or whatever, 11, 12, 1 if you're awake. If you've got a decent account size and you want to take a long-term trade, this would be a very good buy, you know, because you're right there on the channel line, and you've got a candlestick confirmation. Actually, let me delete this one. Let me delete this previous one. Let me remove. Yeah. So what you can do is, let's see if it's still there. You can take a buy here if you a long-term trader. You can aim here for TP1. This could be TP1 right there, TP2 up here, and then TP3 could be anywhere up here, you know, depending on your risk appetite or your trading style. So personally, I wouldn't take such a huge. I wouldn't want a stop loss this big, because as you've seen and the title suggests, this is growing a 100 US dollar account, and this could be detrimental, especially if you want to trade properly. As you could see, which I'm sure I've put up my the what you call it, the screenshot of the trades. My lot sizes right now, I'm keeping it at 0.01, and they'll grow accordingly. Like once I fund again, like I said, I'll be funding monthly 100 US dollars. So with every 100 US dollar mark I hit, like 200 US dollar account, I'll move to 0.02, 300 US dollar account 0.03, and so on. And that way your account lasts longer. You know, I mean, you won't, one trade won't make you and one trade won't break you. One trader once said so. And it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow definitely. If you got a good risk to reward ratio, it's gonna grow. So yeah, so I had, this was anyway, my trade as you've seen was before this whole bullish engulfing. But let me just go down to the lower time frames. Let me go down to the hour. So stretch this out. So as you can see, I did miss out. I mean, I got stopped out and it went up, and I had my targets anyway around this area here, or slightly above. So what I'm gonna do now is, this is fine. This is fine. You know, when these things happen, it's fine. But now we know we've even got a good candlestick confirming that we've got a bullish momentum, you know, to the upside. So it's not a worry. What I'm gonna look for this coming week is the correction to probably this level here, because this was there's a support here. This was a resistance which was broken and is now a support. So I'm going to look for this correction there, and then the impulsive move, the next impulsive move to the upside. So I anticipate that this correction here will take place when the market opens. That's when it's gonna happen here. But also remember, Mondays and Fridays and month ends, weird stuff happens all the time. So things that you don't expect could happen, could still go all the way down here or whatever. So, but I'm gonna be looking or anticipating something like this, just a small correction, and then by 8 9 a.m. usually there's an opportunity that makes itself available. So that's usually when I'll look for my candlestick confirmations for a buy, and I'll take a buy from somewhere around here, somewhere to the upside, and then I'll be looking to take profits on this level over here, but maybe slightly lower, because you don't want to go exactly where they are. So I'll look for maybe around here, because you don't want to wait to get to right at the end or at the top, because that's where the sellers are. So now you find that if anything happens, like maybe you've got a shitty forex broker that's your take profit's not gonna hit when it hits there, then you're gonna find yourself the sellers coming in before the take profit is properly hit, and it doesn't hit, and then the trade goes against you, and then you lose the profits that you had and even the money now. So if you're not able to track your trade properly, so that's what I'm looking forward to, or what I think would happen this coming week. And this also here where it did stop, this was also like it's at resistance now, so that's okay. So what I still anticipate, definitely I'm going to look for the correction, look for buying opportunities on this level, or even back here. It can happen. I've seen it happen before, where it comes all the way back here and then only. So, but yeah, when the market opens, it's fine. I'm gonna let the market open, wake up my 5 a.m. before I prepare for work, give myself 30 minutes to look at the market, what has happened, and see if everything is going the way I anticipated, and then look for the buying confirmations and then buy. So that's my first one, NZDUSD. So that's what you want to be looking for. And yeah, I don't feel like I should be going far back with this one. I'm actually thinking about a different approach to what I initially had planned for the way or the flow that I want this video to go. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna start from the beginning, because I've sort of explained how I took my initial trade and what I'm anticipating for the next coming week. So if you are an intraday trader, this is already quite useful. So that's where I'm going to leave it with this pair, and then I'm going to go ahead to gold, which I traded as well. That's my second trade that I took, and I took that trade on a Friday. Yeah, actually I took it on Friday. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you what I had seen and what happened. Okay, so this is my gold trade. The sun definitely just went against me, so there was no trickery here. I happened to be on the wrong side of the market. So let me start off at the day, and then so I can show you what my idea was when I went into the trade and why I took it, and potentially why or how it went against me. And also remember, there was NFP on Friday, so that could have also definitely influenced the way my trade went. So far on gold, this is what we see. So this is on a so this was okay. Generally it's in an uptrend, right? But recently it's been like in like a downtrend. You could say it's in a correction of some sort. and so yeah, we are approaching our bottom trend line here, and it's possible that we will be going to the upside. Where did my thing go now? Okay, let me just redraw this. So also remember, it also depends on how other traders draw these lines. So that's why I remember when I was still looking for mentors and all. I remember a trader, the mentor what is it? Met Traders Institute. Yeah, Met Traders Institute. I signed up. They had like a Black Friday special something, I think 2 years back, which I joined, and yeah, so he always used to say make as much lines as you need to, because then you get to see different views of different traders, you know, the support and resistance traders, the pattern traders, and all that. So I don't like to make too many lines. Just enough lines is fine, because then you don't want it to be overly complicated with lines all over the place. Then it doesn't look neat, and then it doesn't look like you've done anything properly. So if you look at it here, what's happening here is we've had the impulse to the downside. So yes, as I was saying, so we had the impulse here. We had the impulse here to the downside, and then we had this, and this can actually be seen as, this is a what is it called? It's called a, what is it called? Yes, forgot what it's called, but yeah, a falling wedge. It's a falling wedge, and so basically this one, when it's like this, if you check out that pattern, after the impulse you get this correction here, and it's continuing in the direction that it was in, and then it goes on, it changes direction. Yeah, it's a sign that of direction change. So that's how it would be. So it would have something going up, your market would be going up, and then you start getting the correction a bit in your direction of in the same direction, but the movements, you can see that it's correcting, it's in a corrective manner, and then you have like your, it moves in like a channel. It's like it's a rising wedge, you know. But in this case, because it's the opposite of that, it's a falling wedge. And what happens usually in a rising wedge, like I've illustrated here, is then it gets to a point where it changes direction and goes like that. So that's what is happening here. So this is still on the 4 hour, and this is basically what's happening, but obviously the reverse of it. We've had our impulse, and then our correction still in that direction there, and also approaching these areas here, these strong trend line areas here. And yeah, so I was showing you this so that I can show you what happened to my trade, because at the time, oh, I forgot his phone here, so we're gonna be disrupted again. Damn. Okay, so anyway, let me just remove this fast. I might have to probably edit this shit out if I'm not too lazy. So yeah, there we go. So let me go down to the hour. So yes, now as you can see on the hour, I had my sell here. So what I had seen basically was that it was at this point here. So there was this here touching this trend. So I had anticipated that although it was in an uptrend, my logic told me, okay, still we have this channel here, so it could come back perhaps for a third touch right here somewhere where this trend line is, which is why I took my sell over there. And at the time that I took it, it seemed to be, it seemed to look like there was a double top. So basically, when I took this, it was something like this. Oh, wait. So we had our one over there, okay, and this seemed to be the second high. So it looked like it was a double top there, which is why I took my sales around this area after the closing of this candle here. And I took my sell and anticipated it to go out and break through this channel, this up channel here, and come all the way down to this area. I was gonna take profit here, this support here. And so what happened is that did not happen. It came back down to this area of support. It just came down to this support and went all the way up, broke through this channel here, broke through this channel, and we might be going to the upside for sure. So we currently it's going to the upside. So for this coming week, what I'm going to be looking to do is, and you see how high it went all the way to this previous, it hit support, I mean resistance, because people had take profits there. It came all the way up to take profits here with the wicks. I'm sure there was some strong selling pressure there, or actually just take profits, and came down a bit, and it's playing around here. It closed in this area over here. So for this coming week, what we can do, or what you can look for, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to remove this first. That was a failed trade. So I'm going to be looking to see what it does, because at the moment there's not much that there isn't much anticipation, there isn't much to go on, because here you can either have this support here, can look for still another sort of correction here, or a build up. It could go up and build up here at the top, or it could correct a bit more, maybe even lower to this level here. It could even correct all the way to this support down here, and then give buying opportunities around here to the upside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to monitor that and look for all the possibilities, and then see what the market can give. And then alternatively, the safer bet would be to wait for it to actually come and break out of here. When it does, and then retest this area here and go on to the upside. And that's gonna be like strong impulsive moves, that are gonna be similar to these ones that were here. But then again, with something like that, those kind of opportunities might happen on like Tuesday, Wednesday. On Monday, when the markets are opening fresh, not much could happen. Mondays are, yeah, it's very unpredictable. I like to wait for like Tuesday, when the market is settling and things are starting to move the way they should. So yeah, that's and also here you can see another strong support here. So with gold, I'm not too certain about what it's gonna do, but those are the possibilities. The best option right now would be to wait for it to come and cross this area here and retest, give buy signals, and then be off to the top, and we can have our 1st TP on this level here. over here, and so yeah, that's gold for you guys for this coming week. And then let's see what else we have. What else do I have that's on your USDJPY? So those are the two trades. These ones I didn't trade, but I liked them, so I flagged them, and I've also put them on my watch list because I was interested in what was happening here. So this USDJPY is in a channel. Let's start on the day. Let's go ahead and start on the day. So if you look at that, we are in a channel right now, and the overall direction for this is actually the long term seems to be at the moment it was in a downtrend, but now it seems to be breaking out of that channel, coming to the upside. May even come as high as this area. I think I'm anticipating to get that high, depending on how long it's gonna drag for, because if it comes to this area, it would be a nice resistance here, right where the trend line is, to go ahead and start coming down and form a nice consolidation, or a ranging period, like a good ranging period overall in the long term. So that's what I mean, in the long run, what I'm looking at. But for now, to capitalize on the small movements, or the short term, the weekly, we can just look at what we have here. So we've got it in a trend, in an uptrend, but currently going down. It hit the top, and now it's on its way down, and it seems on here on our 4-hour we can see we've got it at the support at the moment. It closed at support around there, if you look at this here. So it may not go lower. It may change direction from there, or it may break and come all the way down to hit this trend line. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, let me go to the hour. Okay, look at that. So this is a very nice support area here that we can see now, thanks to the two lines. And look at that hammer. So with let me remove this. Oh, this is this one. So that was a very nice hammer then. You see, so you can see here. Let me create this. So this was the so look at that. If you look at that, it's at a very good. We got a hammer here, which is a very good sign here. So it means there was a lot of rejection here. If you look at the wick, the long wick, we had a lot of rejection, and this could be, if it came with a nice bullish engulfing there, it would be a morning star, and that would be a very good candlestick confirmation that we are about to change direction to the upside. So we'll just have to see what happens, because here there's still, you don't want to be standing in front of the train, like Kojo likes to say. You want to wait. And I mentioned these other traders because just to give you an idea of the kind of traders and trading styles that I like to watch, and what kind of other traders that I like to follow, and how they trade, and what I learn from them. And maybe you don't like them or their personalities, and maybe you might like or understand it better if I'm saying it. So here we've got an impulse to the downside, So the nature's theory would be a correction, and then another impulse to the downside all the way to this area here. So you don't just want to be stiff in the market, and that would still be valid for the trend lines, because it can come all the way and meet this trend line at this support, depending on how long the market is gonna be consolidating on that kind of thing. So we're just gonna see what happens there. The best thing, what I'm gonna do personally, and what you might want to check out, is see if it continues to this downside and then comes to properly retest here, and then on again to hit this area here, or even this over there. So then you see what happens, but it could always come and touch this here, this trend line there, before it can go to the upside. So yeah, that might take time, but yeah, you can capitalize on those sort of movements. And then again, because there is a nice hammer there, if the market goes on to open, it could still go on to go back to the upside, test the area here, and then move on to the top here, maybe even hit it over there or whatever. And then that would be also another opportunity and give us a nice information and come down still, so it could still come to there, come and move it, and then still come down to this area. So what I'm saying is it could still come back up here to give a double top, information, and then come down to this area. Obviously maybe not as straight, obviously coming through in the similar manner, where it's maybe gonna break through this support and then correct and form a new resistance there, and then go ahead and give another impulsive move to this area, and maybe it will be further this side, so you find it's gonna be happening where the support is, where they meet over here, somewhere around these areas. Like these are special areas. So we'll just see how it goes and capitalize on what the market is doing. So yeah, so now today I don't think I'm gonna touch on Nasdaq. I won't touch on those this week because I don't plan on trading them for a while. So I want to make sure I strengthen the things that I can actually and will actually be trading for now, and then I'll move on from there. Just also not to make this video overly long and exhausting. So I think those are good. We've done gold, we've done NZDUSD, and we've done USDJPY. So that's it, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe, comment below, give me ideas maybe, or whatever you'd like, or if you think it's a bad idea not to really be including um, indices right now, since most of you might want to be jumping into that. But I'm not too worried, because I also just like I wanna be like obviously a consistent trader, and show you guys how to be consistent traders as well. So for me, I feel like it would be very misleading to tell you guys, or to show you, or to say that, or make a series where I'm saying you're growing $100 account, where I really feel like you're not really gonna grow it. There's no way you're gonna grow it off of these indices, because the NAS 100 is very volatile, and you're gonna lose a huge chunk of your account if you don't trade properly, or if you can't follow proper risk management with such an account. you're gonna be for you to, like I've done it before, for you to trade NAS 100 properly in the 10 hours, you need to be expecting always like a 400 rand stop loss, 400, and that's like minimum. At least a 500, 600 rand stop loss is what you should be expecting trading on like a 15-minute. So even the hours, not even, don't even consider the hours. So it will be likely to get like a good opportunity where you can have a tight stop loss, But obviously, like I said, it's volatile, so we find that it's gonna quickly come and then just stop you guys out with the wicks and go in the direction you had planned, which has happened to me before. But I will definitely in the next coming video do S&P 500, because there you can trade. It's much better. It's not as volatile, and the stop losses can be done properly. It moves well, and it's not as bad or as unmanageable as maybe like a NAS 100 with a small account. And yeah, and then we'll take it from there. And so yeah, guys, make sure like and subscribe, and see you guys next week. And to profitable trading. Good luck, guys. Let's kill the market.